Hi everyone, it's Don here, Don's Lofts, Dons Pigeons. I just want to give you a winter update. It's February 4th. And had a video on since, let's see, well, I'll put a quick one on yesterday or today at the Superior Pigeon Show in Ohio. It's a small show, but they only started 3 years ago and they got room for growth. But I enjoyed it. Got to see my sister down there as well. But I just thought I'd put an update on the pigeons and let you know what's going on with mine. And so far, no snow. A lot of it melted yesterday, but it's cold again today. So that's typical Michigan weather for you. So I'm gonna show you what I got going on here. I made some changes. I don't have my Budapest no more. I got out of that breed. They weren't performing for me like the way I liked them. They didn't stay in the air as long as I wanted them. They flew, but not as long. And my rollers, I got them all cooped up. Took them out, and I show you what I got going on. I put them in my carport chicken coop. Don't have the chickens no more. Got rid of the chickens. I got ill, and not the bird flu, but when I was hospitalized, it was just too much for my wife to take care of. And it's still too much with the pigeons, but I'm doing the best I can. Let me show you what's going on here. Winter times are pretty rough because of watering and feeding these birds, so I decided I was just going to combine them all in this big old carport that I converted into a loft. And as you can see, there's plenty of room, easy to feed. So once I feed the birds, and then that's it. Don't have to go from one loft to another. So let me show you what I got going on here. Of course, these are my tipplers, my fantails, my Italian owls, yeah, my white rollers. As you can see, some has babies, but yeah, just a temporary loft this winter until breeding season, and I'll put them back in the separate lofts. And I got to make another loft for my white flights, which I'm going to show you because I definitely got to let them back in. But here's what I made last fall. As you can see, it's a two loft. I might as well say loft. Two pens. I got my ball rollers in here and my white rollers. And these nest boxes I got on the bottom, with berry crates, I put them in there because if they had babies on the ground, as much as I don't want them to do that, I gotta make more nest boxes. That probably would have prevented it, but I still put eggs on the bottom, and then when they hatch them babies, cockbirds fight for that certain spot and they knock the babies out, and of course they die. I mean, especially in this cold temperature, they freeze. And I really don't want them to have babies this time of year, but they still do. And this section here, I got some more ball rollers and my satinets. Black lace ones I'm focusing on. Trying to get more of those. That one there's on eggs. And I got some West of England tumblers here in here, a couple pairs. I don't know how they're going to work out, but I'm going to give them a try and see how they work out. So, just an update on this part of the loft. Still got to put more nest boxes on. That probably eliminate them from having eggs on the ground, but they still do it, believe it or not. And I got the outside here. I had my certain breed of chickens in here that I got rid of, but now I got just one pair of ringneck pheasants in here. A friend gave it to me for a pair of my pigeons. I really didn't need it, but he insisted on me having a pair and letting them go if I wanted to. The babies, that is, or young birds. But yeah, it's a nice flight pen. So this summer, I think they're going to enjoy this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I might make a section in here just for that. Just for them birds. Close this in. But for now, everybody goes out. And let's see. Yeah, everybody's doing good. Some around eggs and babies. Let's see here. Now they're not out, but I wanted to show you my white flights. Yeah, so here's some more berry crates I got to put in there. I got these at a farm auction, pretty cheap, $2 a piece. And I figures, I mean, for that price, I can save me a lot of time in trying to make some boxes. I just got to mount these up on a shelf or somewhere of keeping them on. But so far, everything's going good. I just got to clean the lofts out when I get a chance, because I mean the weather's been so crazy and cold, and need to try to get up on it when I get a chance. When it warms up a little bit. And my Portuguese tumblers, I still got to thin them out. I still got way too many dark colored ones in here. I want to focus on my red models, and I'm going to try to work on getting some yellows, which I was told I got a young hen down there, right there. You can see her walking to the right. Right there. Made her to a red model, and I should get some yellows, from my understanding. I'm not much too much on genetics, but that's what I was told. Let's show you what I got going on here. My main focus right now is these white flights, New York flying flights. I started out with 2 pairs. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds out of them last year. So I'm going to make a pen for them. And she's on eggs. So I'm going to make a pen for these guys and try to get more out of them, because I want to show these this fall and see how they do. And I know they come in plain heads. If anybody got any plain heads they want to swap out with me for some crested, well, let me know. But I'm focusing just on the pure whites right now. I might get some colored flights later. I used to have them years ago, but got out of them. Just like I did the ball heads, and I got back into the ball heads. Just certain breeds I do that every now and then. Yeah, I love the eyes on these guys. That's why it got my attention. They say it's almost like a cumulet, a bald plain head's almost like a cumulet high flyer. And they say that these birds originated from across years ago, generations ago, decades ago, whatever. I'm not sure when, but I can see it. I can see it in their eyes. Alright, just thought I'd give you a winter update on my birds and how things have been going and what I've been doing. I'm waiting for this weather to warm up before I can do any more. My main thing is just trying to keep them healthy, feed them, and get back in the house, stay out of the cold. I don't need to get sick. Alright, well, thanks for looking, everybody. Have a great breeding season this year. Dons Pigeons. Michigan.